Bleh. 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 Are we really gonna go here? Oh, fucking hell. The guy who wrote the article seems a reasonable enough person, but he's just pointing out, there are some really fucking snowflakey motherfucking people in this goddamn world that they can't hold their wad. I mean, it's a sad day when we really have to discuss this subject. Or is America having second thoughts about free speech? Oh, really? Really? Seriously? Oh, put that down. Okay. The free speech wars are getting worse. It was never going to end. Did anybody ever think it was going to end? But it seems that none of the warring factions quite grasp the character of the dispute, or precisely what's at stake. Nobody gets it. Or at least nobody on the left gets it. Everybody on the right or center left, we all get it. Yeah, we all get it. At the figurative center of the clash is the norm of near absolute freedom of speech and expression. I'm an absolutist. I'm sorry. I'm an absolutist. Say whatever you want to fucking say. And if somebody thinks what you say is stupid, guess what? Talk them back down. I mean, it's just that simple. How hard is this shit? I mean, really, how hard is this shit? Which is defenders like to treat as the American default, as a number of ideological... Sorry. It's been a long day. A number of ideological challenges have arisen in recent years to overturn this norm. There's 76 different genders? Oh, God. On many colleges' campuses, groups of left-leaning students insist that free speech should be conditional. Well, if you're going to say free speech is conditional, it's not free speech, you fucking moron. And I just popped my earplugs out of my head. God, I need to get a new... I got to get a new set of fucking headphones. Oh, I so do. Where was I before I popped my shit out my head? On many college campuses, groups of left-leaning students insist that free speech should be conditional. That is just a fucking oxymoron. Free speech should be conditional. That's the biggest oxymoron. That sounds like something that Josh McGill would say. Free speech should be conditional. On speakers adhering to explicit standards of diversity and avoiding infliction of emotional harm. We've all heard it, right? You know, words are violence. We've all heard this. You've committed violence by speaking to me. Oh, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Infliction of emotional harm on members of marginalized groups through the spreading of hate. Define what hate is. I need a definition of these words, because you motherfuckers, I don't know what hate is anymore. I mean, hate has now become the term hate, and let's just get down to the brass tacks, okay? The term racist and hate and sexist and misogynist and homophobic, it's all become political weapons nowadays. It's a political weapon to silence dissenters. Let's be honest about it. From the opposite ideological direction, President Trump believes that the government should take a strong look at libel laws to keep news organizations from subjecting his own administration from negative coverage. Well, libel's a thing. I mean, libel and slander is actually a thing. It's hard to prove. You got to prove monetary loss, but it's actually a fucking thing. Finally, from the center left comes calls to use anti-discrimination laws to punish organizations that oppose the legitimacy of same-sex marriage. Look, man, I don't got no problem with same-sex marriage. I don't know what this is about. Fucking hell. And accommodations for transgender people. I got no problem with transgender people. You know, one of my favorite YouTubers is trans. Blair. Okay, so what but if you don't like that kind of stuff, well, oh my God, you can talk about it. It's called free speech. Suck it up. Suck it up and deal with it. If that happens either by passing new laws that explicitly add to existing... What does this have to do... Oh, God. What does this have to do with free speech? We've gone from free speech... I'm not dissing the guy who wrote this article, but we've gone from the topic of freedom of speech to anti-gay marriage laws and anti-transgender... What are we talking about here? Anyways, the result will almost certainly be a significant constriction of speech, as those holding more conservative views will face sanctions. It depends on what your definition of conservative is. I'd call myself a conservative, but I'd also call myself a libertarian at the same time. It's all about grouping people, isn't it? Yeah, those are the trends, and each one looks to the other like the onset of democratic decline. Am I going to get through this whole article? For much of the left, the president, so far merely rhetorical, acts on the freedom of the press is a sign of incipient fascism, and the complaints of the religious right are... I could care less about the religious right, because part of the religious right is gone completely off the fucking rails a long time ago. And the complaints of the religious right are once again of paranoia and form of special pleading for... What? I just... Can't everybody just do whatever they want to and be left the fuck alone? I mean, seriously. Can we just do what we want to and be left the fuck alone? I mean... Shit. Sorry, I gotta collect myself here. For the right, the agitation of free speech restrictions on campus is evidence of burgeoning anti-intellectualism. Well, that's probably true. That's probably fucking true. In a place that should be open to all ideas and arguments. That's true. That's probably fucking true. While the possibility of conservative religious believers facing punishment for their faith is both profoundly illiberal, well, that's probably true too. That's probably true too. You decide not to bake a cake, you get fucking prosecuted. Me personally, I'd still bake the cake. I'm a nice guy. At a threat to free government in the United States. As a free speech absolutist, I'm glad you're a free speech absolutist. Who wrote this article? Damon Linker. Okay, you're a free speech absolutist. You're a good guy then. Okay. Oh, goddamn, where was I? I'm gonna have to cut this one up. It's up here where I left off. As a free speech absolutist myself, I found plenty to be concerned about in these trends, but it's important to recognize that such disputes are not new, and that they need not signal the precipitous decline of liberal democracy in the United States. Here's the thing you gotta understand about the word liberal being thrown around. There are liberals out there who are socialists. They're leftists. They're batshit crazy leftists. And then you have classical liberals. Like, you know, I'd put myself in that category. I put myself in multiple categories. But like me and Dave Rubin and hell, even like Sargon would be, I think, a classical liberal. I don't want to speak for him, but, you know, shit. But in America, the word liberal is just so fucking... It's just... been trashed. Oh, it's been trashed. Where was I? On the contrary, our clashes over free speech grow out of tensions within the liberal tradition itself, which in the past has been quite compatible with substantial restrictions on freedom. Look, anybody who tells you you can't speak your mind is a cocksucker. Is a cocksucker. I can't get through this article. It's just like, oh my god. Yeah. Dude, I can't get through this article. I can't get all the way through this. The very fact that anybody would want to restrict freedom of speech just rubs me the wrong way. And they need to be just excoriated from the top of the hill. Fuck you!